Hello students, let's practice some questions on the chapter Simple and Compound Interest. It's a very interesting chapter. So without further ado, let's begin. The first question states that a simple interest on a certain sum of money for 2.5 years at 12% per annum is rupee 40 less than the simple interest on the same sum for 3.5 years at 10% per annum. So we need to find the sum. Let's assume that the sum is small a. Then we can write that a into 10 into 7 upon 100 into 2 minus a into 12 into 5 upon 100 into 2 is going to be what? So this is a. So this is going to be what? 40. Now this can be written as what? This can be written as 7a upon 20 minus 3a upon 10, which is nothing but 40. Therefore, when I am going to solve, a is going to be what? 800. So the correct option is what? Option number D, that is 800. Let's move on to the next question. The next question states that Khan invests a certain amount in 3 different schemes, that is A, B and C, with the rate of interest 10% per annum, 12% per annum and 15% per annum respectively. Now if the total interest that accumulates in 1 year was 3,200 and the amount he invests in scheme C was 150% of the amount he invests in scheme A and 240% of the amount he invests in scheme B, what was the amount he invests in scheme B? Let's assume that X, Y and Z be the amounts that Khan invests in the scheme A, B and C respectively. Then we can write using the formula of simple interest, that is X into 10 into 1 upon 100 plus Y into 12 into 1 upon 100 plus Z into 15 into 1 upon 100 is going to be what? 3200. Also we can have the conditions that 10x plus 12y plus 15z will be equal to what? 320000. Now if I'm going to erase it, okay, so I can write that z is actually 150% of 240% of y. Then y is nothing but 240% of y, so this is going to be what? 12 by 5 of y. Similarly, if I'm going to write one more equation, that equation being that z equals to 150% of x, that is 3 by 2 of x, or in other words we can write what? X equals to 2 by 3z equals to 2 by 3 into 12 by 5 y equals to what? 8 by 5 y. Now combining the above equations, we can have what? I'm going to erase this. We will have that 16y plus 12y plus 36y is going to be what? 2, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Or in other words, I can say what? That 64y equals to rupees 321234. So from here I can say that what? Y equals to what? I'm going to just erase this. So y equals to 5,000. Therefore the sum that Khan invests in scheme is what? Y, that is nothing but 5,000. 1000, and the correct option is going to be option number B, that is 5000. So let's move on to question number 3, and question number 3 states that Abhay invests rupee what? 1500 for a period of 3 years. And the interest charge on the amount is 20% per annum. So the interest charge is what? 20% per annum. So what will be the interest compounded annually? Here we need to calculate the amount of 20% compound interest charged annually. We will use the formulas to calculate this compound interest. And to calculate the compound interest, the formula is going to be what? The formula is going to be that A equals to 1500, that is 1500 into 1 plus 20 upon 100 whole cube, and this is nothing but 1500 120 upon 100 whole cube, and this is going to be what? 1500 1.2 whole cube. So when I solve, A is going to be what? 2592. So thus I can say that the total amount compounded at the end of 3 years is 2592. But we need to find a compound interest that Abhay earned in 3 years. So the interest is going to be what? CI, compound interest, is A minus B, amount minus principal, where A is the total amount and B is the principal amount. Here A is rupee what? 2592 minus B is what? 1500. Now we need to put these values in the equation and we will get what? That A is nothing but A is what? A is going to be 1092. So 1092 is the answer, that is option number C. Let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4 states that Shyam borrowed a certain sum of money that pays back and pays it back in 2 years in 2 equal yearly installments. So the compound interest is charged at 5% per annum and he pays back rupee 441 every year. So what was the amount that Shyam borrowed? Here we are given the amount of interest for 2 years that Shyam pays, and we are required to find the total amount that he borrowed. So we need to solve this question inversely. That is, as given in the question, the loan principal that Shyam borrowed is present value of rupees what? 441 and is payable after what? 1 year plus the present value of what? The value that is 441 that is payable after what? 2 years. So the total amount that Shyam borrowed from the loan principal is going to be what? 441 upon 1.05 plus 441 upon 1.05 ka whole square, that is equals to 420 plus 400, and this total amount has to be what? 820. So the total amount that Shyam borrowed was what? Rupee 820. So the correct option is going to be what? Option number B. Let's move on to next question and let's see what this question says. So this question says that the difference between the compound and simple interest on a certain sum at 12% per annum for 2 years is what? Rupee 90. So what is going to be the value of the amount at the end of what? 3 years if compounded annually. Now here in this question, the difference is already given to us and we are required to find the principal amount. And using that principal amount, we are required to find the amount compounded after 3 years. So the difference is given for 2 years and the formula is going to be what? The formula is going to be that D equals to PR square upon 100 square. Now putting the values into the equation, we will find what? We will find that 90 equals to P 12 square upon 100 square. So P is going to be what? P is going to be 6250. Now calculating the compound interest on 6250, I can say that A equals to what? 6250 into 1 plus 12 by 100 whole cube And when I'm going to solve it, the value of A is going to be 8,780.80 rupees. So the correct answer is going to be what? 8780.80. That is option number A. I hope you people have understood little bit about simple compound interest. You can go to EduRev and attempt the test to understand this chapter in depth. You can unlock all the logged videos, documents and tests of CAT with EduRev Infinity plan and ace your exams at less than 80 rupees per month. Thank you.